content of this video is using Cursor. We want to build a voice chat application with the locally running models that we have using Ollama. We'll be developing this web app using very basic technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Intent here is to use the browser level web APIs to transcribe the text that user is saying into text, pass that as a prompt to the model that is selected, and then get response back, and then also convert that into text. Now, for this to happen, you'll need a few things installed. First of all, definitely you would require Ollama to be installed. Go here, download it, install it, and then you will see it running over here. So that should be your state. To check if Ollama is currently running, hit this URL, and then you should be able to see something like this. And the port it runs on, this is static. Next thing is we might need to check what models are installed. If not, we might need to install few models. Again, you can go here, check the smallest one that is supported by your current system, and then try to install that using this command. Okay, so I have already done this. And to validate if I already have it, you can go on to the same, again, local host, that port and your /API/tags and search for what models you have. Let's go to the editor and start giving a prompt to have this created. I'll start with saying I want to write a web app and give the text tag that we have. Here is just JavaScript to do following. And first thing is convert what user speaks to text. Pass that to the locally running DeepSeek model using Ollama. Right. So using Ollama API, and then we also want the response from the model should be spoken back to the user is using speech synthesis. I think even if you don't give, this should be fine, but because I already knew that we can use it given that. One addition we can have here is provide options to voice, to select voice. And next thing would be make the app mobile friendly. Apart from this, I don't see anything which might be required. One thing which we can give as documentation is the Ollama DeepSeek documentation, so that it gives all the command and everything and the APIs required from that page. Let's see what we get from this. It should definitely give us 3 files at least. And based on that, we can see where we want to go next. So for testing this one, I think a simple web server should be fine. So we'll be using the same extension that we have, which is a live server extension to push these files. So I see it has already taken the title by default, which is chat assistant, voice assistant, which is good. It is suggesting to use this local server, but I think we are good with this one. Let's accept all the files for now and see what it has generated for now. Perfect. So it does show the selection of voices. I think this is coming from operating system most probably. One thing, okay. One thing which I thought is we didn't give it which model to connect to. So definitely there will be a problem over there, which model will it query. Let's see. It has the right version, no. So again, we'll need to get the version which is installed from here and provide it to the API. And this should then pass that text prompt to it, and then it should work. So one thing which I really recalled is we are using a very big model, and this might take of time to execute on a local system. So let's try to take the smaller one and see if it works over there. So we don't take this 7 billion, but probably the 1.5 billion. Paste it here. Now let's go to the UI and see we are able to see something to inspect also. Hi there.
Saying, hello, how can I assist you today? Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Yeah, so you can see made an API call, which was a post API call to the local Olama tool, and then this was the model pass, the prompt, and the stream was false. That's fine. So we get this response as such, which we can like process and then show in a different way, but our basic functionality is working where we are say speaking with voice and getting response with voice. Now there is one thing which is missing is we also want to give selection of the models from the Ollama. So let's add that, right? I also want to have model selection options from Olama. Also try to mention till the model is trying to this should be something addition over here. Yeah, I think it has hard coded the values, but I don't want that to happen. I don't approve this. I don't want this change. So reject all. Can you use? So there is a API which Ollama already has, which is this. So we can tell it, can you use this API from Llama to fetch the models and show options to talk. Okay, so it has added a selection and then the options it will add dynamically by getting the thing from that API which I told, and that is what I want. It is making the API call to tags perfect, and then it is trying to pass it. Make options. Yeah, exactly. This is what I wanted. So we recon accept. Now, once this is done, let's go to the output and see what we have here. Perfect. So now that we have this model, no, we don't want to talk to this. Let's try to see the smallest. What's the fastest way to learn web development?
Saying, alright, so I want to learn web development. I've heard a lot about frameworks like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and maybe something with React or Vue.
Let's try
But
to change the
honestly, I'm a
voice.
bit overwhelmed. How do I even start? Maybe I should break it down into smaller parts. First off, I think understanding the basics is important. What's HTML and what's CSS? Oh, HTML is for creating websites, like building structure with tags, and CSS helps style them with text colors and fonts.
I think what was happening is once it is started, it's not stopping. So we might the stop button for the stop speaking button. Also, and text to speech pins. And one more thing where we want to do a change is whenever the prompt is making it is made, we want to say keep the response short and concise, probably 2 to 3 sentences, so that it's very short. And that way we'll be able to test it quickly. And yeah, so stop speaking button, and we should have. Now, the reason I'm only selecting this is because if I select anyone else, it would take a lot of time to run locally. So we can test that thing at the last. We want to run on the lower one. Hi.
Sing. All right. So I need to find out how many states are in the United States.
Okay, so it started hallucinating. I didn't ask for this. But yeah, we get the gist of what's happening. So we are able to query the model and get the response out with this model name that we selected. And we can probably ask a follow-up question and it should show up below. It is mobile friendly also. Let's try to ask something else, right? Or one more thing which we can do is when we get the response, I want everything between the think tag to be removed. So let's add that first of all, right? Don't think tag trim paper is in between. Don't speak that. You can display that text in a bit formatting. Probably lower font size. Lower font size. I think this one should be efficient. So basically it will trim things between the think tags. It should add some kind of regular expression is what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what it did. Regular expression, and then it's trying to place it. Let's see how it goes. Latest one, this one. Hi there.
To maintain concise and effective responses, use clear, simple language and structure your answers to focus on key points.
Perfect. So it did not consider our thing where we have added this. Yeah. We might need to do something else to. Let's see whether it works right now. Hi there.
Hello, how can I assist you today? Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Right. So I think we do have a working model of what we wanted to achieve. We can go one point further and see if we are able to query Code Llama and then get some code out. Again, this will be a challenge to see how it will be displayed here. Let's see. Write a small div showing a button.
Div.
Okay, interesting. Can you write a card element showing a blog post?
Card. IMGSRC equals. Blog post image. Alt equals card image cap. Div class equals card body. H5 class.
And here is the catch, right? So based on whatever response you get, you might need some intelligent logic. to handle this kind of scenarios. But basically, we are able to get the response out of the LLM and then display it in the text over here, which is cool. So I think that's it for this exercise. We were able to do what we started with. So basically, say pass the text via the voice to the Ollama, then get the response from there, and then speech out whatever was given in the text. That's for it. There are already very advanced tools like that, which actually have voices like humans
Can deliver high quality, human like speech in
by 11 labs and all. But yeah, this one was a good start, which we had, and we can actually add a lot more sense to this if we have some application where we don't want to rely on any like complex models for speech, but we want to use the browser level speech voices only, right? So that's where this can be useful. I think that's it for now. Thank you.